You've probably seen that viral clip of Grandma Ruth saying, "Well, I look pretty good for 90." It cracks you up, but also makes you think, yeah, why not? Because here's the thing. Your hair doesn't have to follow outdated rules. It shouldn't whisper, "Maybe I'm too old." It should hum, "I'm exactly who I am and I look fantastic." Picture this. You're sitting at brunch, sunlight catching the silver strands, and someone says, "Your hair is glowing." Not aged silver or trendy gray, just glowing. That's what we're after. Not trend chasing, not hiding, just a glow up that feels honest. In this video, we're revealing 4 hair colors that no longer work for women over 60 and what to choose instead. You'll learn how shades that once flattered might now be draining you, and how just the right color tweak can lift your skin, soften your features, and revive your whole presence. And wait till you hear what we reveal about jet black. It's not what you think. So if you're exploring hair color options for women over 60 and wondering what shades still work with your skin tone, grab something warm, settle in. This is where wisdom meets glow. And hey, if you love content that's graceful, grounded, and just a little bit rebellious, in the best way, hit that subscribe button. It's free, unlike your last salon visit. And drop a comment if you've ever had a "what was I thinking" hair moment. We've all been there. Jet black has always been a statement, mysterious, bold, confident. It's the hair color that once made you feel like you could walk into a boardroom or a ballroom and own it. But here's the thing about black. It remembers everything. Every line, every shadow, every dip in volume. On younger skin, it can look striking. But after 60, jet black doesn't soften. It highlights. Instead of creating depth, it can wash out the skin, sharpen features, and emphasize the very things you might prefer to blur a little. Hollow cheeks, under eyeshadows, and that slight sag you swear showed up overnight. It's not your fault. It's not even black's fault. It's just that what once felt empowering now feels unforgiving. But don't worry, you don't have to swing straight into pale blonde to fix it. That's not the move. The better alternative is try a soft black with warm undertones, or even a dark espresso brown with subtle highlights. These shades retain the richness you love in black, but add dimension and warmth, especially around the face. They lift your skin tone rather than flatten it. Think, less gothic drama, more quiet elegance. And if you're nervous to make the shift, start with face-framing highlights in warm tones like amber or toffee. They'll act like a soft focus lens for your features, just enough to make people say, "Did you just get back from vacation?" Not, "Did you do something drastic?" Because after 60, we're not chasing dramatic, we're chasing radiant. And speaking of drama, in the next section, we're looking at a shade that was once the go-to for youth, until it started doing the exact opposite. There was a time when going platinum felt like stepping into the light. Fresh, fun, a little rebellious. And in fairness, it can still work, just not always the way we think it does. Here's the problem. Platinum blonde is a spotlight, but like any spotlight, it doesn't always flatter what it lands on. It can drain warmth from your face, amplify redness, and more often than we like to admit, make delicate skin look chalky. On cooler undertones, it might look icy and chic, but for most women over 60, it reads more harsh than high fashion. The contrast between pale hair and soft skin ends up washing out features instead of lighting them up. Worse yet, it's high maintenance. The root line creeps in faster than you can say touch up, and the dryness, let's just say your conditioner starts working overtime. But you don't have to abandon the blonde altogether. Try this instead. Look for soft butter blondes, honey tones, or even champagne beige. Warm shades that still feel light, but offer a much gentler glow. These hues reflect light back into your skin rather than absorbing it. Think candlelight, not camera flash. Better yet, blending those shades with low lights adds depth, making your hair look fuller and your color look intentional. Not like you're fighting nature. Because elegance isn't about defiance, it's about knowing what works now, not what once worked then. And coming up next, a color that feels safe and classic, but might just be sneaking years onto your look without you noticing. Ash brown gets called neutral, natural, safe. But sometimes safe is just another word for forgettable. At first glance, ash brown seems like the perfect compromise. Not too dark, not too light, not too warm. But the very thing that makes it feel balanced also makes it flat. Especially after 60, when your skin may have lost some of its natural rosiness, ash brown doesn't bring life back. It just sits there, cool, muted, quiet. And if your hair is thinning, ash tones can make it look even more sparse. The softness of the brown combined with the cool undertone creates visual shrinkage. No volume, no light bounce, no warmth. And if your undertone leans warm, like olive, golden, or peachy, ash brown can actually clash subtly. Not enough to shout, just enough to make you look tired. So what works better? Try warm browns with golden or amber undertones. Think cinnamon, chestnut, or light bronze. These colors reflect warmth back into your face, especially around the temples and jawline. They brighten the whites of your eyes, soften shadows, and add a quiet vitality, like you've been sleeping better lately. Even if you haven't, or if you still love cool tones, balance them out. Ask for a root melt, where a slightly warmer brown is blended into your ash base. The result feels lived in, modern, and soft, not washed out, because after 60, we don't need to shout, "Look at me," but we shouldn't disappear either. Up next, the one color people often turn to when they want to look fresh and youthful, but end up looking oddly yellow. Golden blonde has charm. It's sunny, sweet, and used to feel like the color of optimism, like weekends at the lake, or a soft filter selfie that somehow made you look 10 years younger. But here's the catch. On mature skin, too much gold turns sour. It exaggerates yellow undertones, amplifies redness, and can leave your complexion looking sallow, even if your spirit feels vibrant. It's a bit like overripe fruit. Still technically sweet, but just a little off. What used to bring light to your face now casts a strange haze, especially under indoor lighting or next to certain fabrics. That once flattering golden glow, now it's making your skin look uneven, and your hair a little brassy. And if you've gone lighter over time to stay youthful, golden blonde can feel like the safer cousin of platinum. But safety doesn't always equal success. So what brings that glow back without the brass? Shift to soft beige blondes, cool honey, or neutral champagne tones. These colors calm the warmth while still reflecting softness. They don't fight with your skin. They partner with it. You'll notice your features look smoother, your eyes clear, your skin somehow more even. And the compliments? They'll sound less like, "Did you color your hair?" and more like, "You look so well rested." Because that's the goal. Not to be noticed for your color, but for the light it brings to you. Now, before we wrap up, let's talk about the 3 things that make any hair color look younger instantly, no matter what shade you choose. Maybe you've seen yourself in one of these colors. Maybe it's a reminder that sometimes what used to work no longer works with you. And that's not loss. That's evolution. Hair isn't just about covering gray or chasing youth. It's about how you feel when you catch your reflection. And something softens. Something smiles back. So here are 3 quiet shifts that make any hair color work harder and feel younger. Shine over shade. Healthy hair, no matter the color, always looks vibrant. A simple gloss or nourishing oil can revive even the dullest tones. Add dimension. Single process colors tend to fall flat. But subtle highlights or lowlights, they create movement, light play, and that fresh, you've just been somewhere lovely look. Frame the face. Whether with gentle layers, soft bangs, or face brightening tones, your haircut and color should draw eyes upward. Always upward. And finally, wear your color like you chose it with intention. Not to hide anything, but to reflect everything you've become. If this video helped you see your hair in a new light, leave a comment. Tell us your shade or the one you're thinking of trying next. And if you're someone who believes beauty evolves with us, go ahead and tap that subscribe button. We share weekly tips, graceful ideas, and a little encouragement. Because this age, it's not about fading. It's about refining.